Welcome back to Evergreen Olivia TV. And this episode, ang topic natin ay tungkol sa pag-ibig. And we will be having all types of love discussed in this episode. Yeah. So, biblically, usually apat yung pinag-uusapan. Yung the name of you, which is 4, yung sa Bible, is yung Eros, Storge, Philia, and Agape. Yeah. But historically, the Greeks have already classified this, and that's why most of these types or forms of love na pinag-uusapan are actually of Greek origin yung words. So, yung Eros, Philia, Ludus, Agape, Pragma, Storge, Mania, and Philautia. Pero check natin kung paano i-pronounce it properly. Anyway, 8 types of love, or should we say 8 forms of love. So, we will be discussing each of them and with some samples. Ayan. Dahil maraming beses naririnig natin ang konsepto ng pag-ibig. You will always hear this from other people and you will say, hey, love yourself, and or like love one another, love your brother, sister, and love your family. Ang dami, no? And especially when it comes to relationships, love is always the most essential part or aspect of relationships. So without further ado, we will get on it one by one. First type of love, Eros. So ito yung usually for romantic feelings. And so when we talk about romantic feelings, ito yung may sexual passion, ito yung mga nagiging partners in relationships, and it's an intense form of love. Okay, so paano ba natin ito Tagalog yan? So ito yung tipo ng pag-ibig na nagiging mag-asawa or magnobyo, nobya. Yan. So, hindi lang sila more on yung mababaw na relationship, but it becomes really very physical also. So, emotional, physical, and it's one of the most intense form of love, and it's towards partnership. Ayan. So, yung mga seryoso papunta doon. So, but usually the word Eros is attached to sexual passion. So, yan yung first form of love, which is Eros, and that's why there are usually some other words that's attached to the word Eros, and hindi lang natin mabanggit kasi we're in the YouTube channel. So, ayun. So, romantic, passionate, and ito yung love na may desire. Not just emotionally, but also physically. So, yan ang Eros. Now, next would be number 2, Philia. Philia naman is about yung pakikipag-kaibigan. So, ito yung tipong halos magiging mag-BFF, friends na very, very close. No? So, it's more of platonic, that's how they call it. No? So, it's more of a friendship form of love. So, yun ang Philia. And if you look at it, ito is, this can be with different types of people, with different ages. It doesn't matter. Ang platonic relationship or platonic na love is very, very powerful. It may not be about physical attraction, it may not be about sexual attraction, pero ito yung tipong klase ng love na was built about the friendship that you have towards one person. So, kung lalaki man or babae, it doesn't matter. No, it's really about the friendship type of love. And next, playful love. Also called as Ludus. So, playful love. And this is not just about yung love with relationships. Pero dito yung playful love wherein you can be teasing towards friends, other members of the family. It's more of a playful thing. So, hindi siya exactly towards partnership. It's more of a just really very, very playful. So, I think this is kind of like a love that wants to make people happy. Yeah. So, it may love na parang, more of establishing that loving energy so that the people around them will feel better. So, and they become more playful. By nature, it is flirty or playful. Yan. Kasi dito, parang pag sinabi natin flirt, parang flirtatious or, that kind of like, may other purpose ka for relationship. But it's really more of teasing. Probably this is stemming from the point of view of making people happy. Yung tipong, someone feeling lonely, ganyan, and then you want to make them feel better. And usually being playful helps a lot, no? So may mga ganung types of expression of love, which is Ludus. Playful love. It can be also magamit for particular type of early stages daw ng pag-ibig. So, Ludus. Next is Agape, the highest form of love for aspects like in some faiths, like for example for Christianity, this is widely used for the concept of the highest form of love, which is Agape, is love for everyone. Di yung medyo philanthropic level na, sige, you're another person, I love you. No, it's really something that it's not easy to begin with or to understand. Pero I would say the best way to describe Agape is more of a spiritual level. Diba tayo may paniniwala na lahat tayo may kaluluwa. So with that in mind, this basically lets you see beyond the facade of the human body. And then you would start appreciating, this person has a soul, and I love them for their soul, or for the spirit, for the sake of their existence, because life is beyond us. So that is the concept of Agape. You don't love people for the people being in the physical aspect na, may kailangan ka lang, or dahil, pretty, guwapo, o ganun. It's more of like, tao to, may kaluluwa to, may responsibility ako as another human being that, outside responsibility, but it's more of like, I love this person for the person being, because it's more of a spiritual matter, diba? So, yun yung Agape. Hindi siya yung parang random na, I love you, then you start saying, I love you to everyone. Hindi siya ganun. It has to come from within you. No? So that's the highest form of love, Agape. The other form of love is Pragma. And it sounds familiar, right? Pragma is used a lot in terms of the sense of practicality. Pragmatic, I am pragmatic, I am this, we're doing a pragmatic approach. Pragma. So, basically, with the word pragma, it means it's practical. Yung pag-ibig na out of duty or the feeling of responsibility. But pragma, I would say it's the serious type of love. May Ludus, which was very playful, but when we look into pragma, it's a pragmatic approach and very, very serious type of love na nakafocus on what needs to be done and out of more of a responsibility than from the point of view ng attraction. Okay? So, ayan. So, pragma. And then the next one would be Philautia. Okay? So, Philautia is, I guess dito marami makaka-relate, self-love. It's very interesting. I rarely come across this word. Pero Philautia is something that many people would be able to relate to kasi ang daming nag-advocate na tinatawag nating self-love. But we always have to be aware about the healthy and the unhealthy type of self-love, no? Hirap naman yung sobrang self-love. Alam niyo na kung saan yung pupunta. Okay? But anyway, Philautia is more of basically being conscious to appreciate and love yung sarili mo. Okay? So, it's more of a nurturing type internally. I would say it that way. So, marami kang pwedeng i-compare on the aspect of how this type of love is explained. But to make it simpler, it's just really more about taking care of yourself and being aware of your personal needs. And loving yourself. So, parang yung kay Miley na kanta nga, di ba, na I can buy myself flowers. I can, she basically can sustain herself na, sige, pwede kang ma-depress with other people, but at the end of the day, it's very important na you love yourself in the right way. Okay. Okay, so meron tayo no Storge. Yan. Storge is family love. We don't have to explain much about that. Everyone has a family. Lahat tayo pinanganak na may magulang. Definitely, we were born from a mom and dad. So, family love is really more of the natural love that we feel for our parents and siblings. And so, very specific. So, it's more of a family member type of love. Okay? And, marami tayong pwede mga masarap dito na example. So, more of like, kumari, Kardashian family, diba? So, kung anong type of love that they understand each other, that's them, that's theirs. So, at the end of the day, it's Storge, family love. Now, for us, usually OFWs, Filipinos, with the advent of having many OFWs, this has a lot to do with family love. We were kind of like conditioned na, mahal ko pamilya ko, I'm gonna do this for them. So, well, fine, that's one. But the other part is that when we feel love for our family, so that's where Storge comes in. Okay. Next would be the other type of love. Ito yung medyo dangerous daw. And Mania. Okay, or maybe Mania in Greek. So, this last type of love is probably, I would say, dangerous though. It's about obsessive love. Yeah, mania. So we're not attaching it with other words, no? But let's focus on obsessive love. And siguro parang hindi naman mahirap dahil baka mamaya makoin tayo na, obsession to, obsession dito. No, to simplify this, it's really about envy. And I think that's the word that I've been looking for. Envy, because it will not be dangerous when you are just appreciating things, right? Pero yung possessive na part is when there's envy already. Jealousy is actually a form of possessive love. Unhealthy siya. Very, very unhealthy. To give lang perspective to this. No? So we're not supposed to judge people according to what we see online or read online. At the end of the day, we always have to communicate with people, not judge them by just another YouTube video. But what's more important is with the concept of all this type of love. At least makaklasify natin. It's a good way of exercising now. Okay. What am I feeling? What type of love am I giving? So there's this consciousness that's also helpful if you think about it. So for all of these types of love, I hope you enjoy this episode, and we can give more examples perhaps in other episodes. No, there's a lot to discuss with these love types, and I think we can create a series out of it. So comment down below if you want more series about love. That's where we are really interested, and I would say if you like the concept of having a series of episodes that deals with the types of love, let me know. And if kung nakaka-relate kayo about what was shared, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I've shared with you different types of love, and if there's anything that I missed, let me know. Comment down below. If you're able to relate with some aspects that may want to share ako. No, but I don't want to make this episode too long. So we can have a series about love and discuss each types of love and have more samples. And so please feel free to share your insights and experience, and we can have more on our next episode. So maraming salamat mga manonood. Again, I'm Olivia Escartin, your host for Evergreen Olivia TV. See you next episode.